I came back, oh, probably in the summer of 1948 with the thought maybe I could get something going. And I had my friend Jay Ward, who had he had just come, he had gone to Harvard Business College, and for a year and a half, and had come west just about oh, a little about 8 months before I came west, and had decided to go into real estate, and he set up a real estate business in the Claremont district there. And but the day he was about to open, a truck broke loose coming down Tunnel Road and ran into he was out in front of his office, and hit him, and he was broke his legs, and he was really in terrible shape. So when I came back later that year, I approached him with, he was feeling a little better, and I approached him with the idea of, wouldn't he like to go into business with me? And he could handle the business and I could handle the art end of it. And I thought, I didn't really think he would go for it, but he came out of the water for it. And he said, that's great. And so we went into business and we formed Television Arts, and that was the beginning of our whole career. As I say, I really wasn't sure he would be interested in, because, as I say, he had opened up this real estate business and had this disastrous. But Jay was very good at hiring somebody, the right person. A fellow named Dave Carr. He hired Dave to handle the running the business while he was recovering, and but I was quite surprised when I approached him with the idea. I thought I'd have to talk him into it, and it wasn't that hard at all. In fact, he had to convince me that it was a good idea. But anyway, so he set about doing it, and we did get an office just temporarily over at 111 Sutter Street in San Francisco to publicize our plans and our hopes. And then shortly after we moved over to the studio in back of my house on Stewart Street in Berkeley. He and I had made an agreement that we would pursue it, and no, I think probably it was all part of the same deal. We decided. Jay was, as I say, Jay was had gone to Harvard Business School. He knew how to run a business, and so he was handling the mechanics of incorporation and so on. I think we incorporated. It was probably it was a case of should it be Ward and Anderson or Anderson and Ward. And so we decided on Television Arts as a compromise, and nobody would be running second fiddle. So, but there was, that was the plan. And then Jay pursued, went about trying to find sponsorship through. And there was a fellow named Jerry Fairbanks who was the NBC film advisor. And Jay approached him, and he came up and looked us over. And by then we had set up the studio, and we were making some, well, I guess you would call it our test films to show what our competency was. And he said, "Yeah, I think these guys can do it." And so he closed the deal.